So the holiday season is coming, and this means that all businesses are looking for more sales so they can end the year with a bang. But the holiday season also brings out the inner Italian that is in me that is not so inner, which means that we'll be whipping some amazing recipes for your success. So allow me to introduce you to
Mamma Chiara, Chef Marketing Officer for SEMrush. Today's recipe, how to cook up some great content marketing.
Let's face it, one of the hardest recipes for marketers to make is delicious content that keeps people coming back for more. Too often, in fact, content marketers approach it the way some people test if spaghetti is done cooking, which means throwing it on the wall and see if something sticks.
Yeah, that's not how Mamma Chiara does it, and you shouldn't do it as well.
Content marketing is most effective when you follow a very simple recipe with only 5 ingredients that you probably already have.
Well, I shouldn't give away my secret recipe, but we're friends. First, you start off with a full cup of goals and metrics.
Like any great recipe, we'll need to understand what we want to accomplish, our final result, our perfect ready-made dish. Well, start with a content audit because that will help you align your content strategies with your business objectives. SEMrush can help you set goals and metrics to improve your SEO results.
Our content audit tool helps with the first goal of identifying existing content that has great potential to rank high.
You also get insight to know what content should be updated or even that old stale stuff that should just be tossed out. And don't forget internal linking.
Our site audit tool will help you really dig into internal linking to help you make your SEO from within.
And next up, we want to boost our engagement. Here's what you see in SEMrush, a much clearer picture of the types of content that actually matters to your audience. This information helps you refine the topics of actual interest and how those topics can simmer in social media.
As for metrics, if you're a little lost and don't know what to look for, I'll give you a small example with this Excel file. First of all, we start with all the URLs that we have collected from a content audit, a small description, the H1, the word count, which is not exactly important but still nice to have, the publication date that is really important to understand in the future what content might need an update or not, a tag that makes us understand more or less what's the topic of the content, the author, and then these columns here are the target of our content, like freelancers, agencies, and stuff like that. The type of content, SEO in this case. The groups, we can create in fact different clusters to help us create more or less a more organized distinctions between all the content that we have. And here are the most important metrics. The keyword volume, which is our main target keyword, what type of volume does it have? And then data from Google Search Console and Google Analytics, and of course the registrations, because we always hope that those clients will then become converting leads.
You'll also want to check the user behavior on the page, the engagement, and don't forget the key metric of all, which is actual sales.
Next off, we add a few generous tablespoons of content inventory into the mix.
All great chefs know what's in their cupboards, and the same holds for marketers. Know what you're offering right now. Blog posts, videos, PDFs, interactive tools, landing pages, all of them. Create a list of all the URLs for content that you want to track and analyze. Launching the audit of your inventory is really easy. Check a few boxes and you're starting to cook. It can line up easily with your existing sitemap. And if you don't have a sitemap, no problem. We can substitute our sitemap generator. And remember how important the metadata is for great SEO? Our content audit tool can help you highlight gaps that you might have missed so that you can quickly fix them.
Our next ingredient is data. Lots and lots of data. Don't be stingy here.
Like any great recipe, details really matter. But you know what? Collecting SEO data can be a real pain. Unless you use also here the content audit tool we just talked about. With a few clicks, you can automatically gather all kinds of great data, including social shares by channel, backlinks, and other details. Rather than gathering for hours manually this information, we serve it up to you so easily so that you don't have to run back to the store, figuratively the store, for all the little ingredients you forgot. But the data goes even deeper. Hook up your Google Analytics and Search Console accounts for even more flavor about sessions and page views. We even have our post tracking tool to help you zoom in on hidden details about guest posts you've contributed to third-party sites and more. All of this detail lets you make smart decisions about what content you need to keep, update, or delete.
Now we're gonna add our fourth ingredient. Mix in a dash of action plan.
Here's where earlier ingredient, goals, comes into play. We want to prioritize them and determine how achievable a goal may be along with the effort required to drive real results. Let's take this to the individual URL level. Make a simple spreadsheet of the content pages you want to address. You'll likely find ways to repurpose existing content or craft it in a different format. You may find underperforming blog posts that need to be rewritten or expanded, maybe even just with a little refresh to make it more current. And remember our latest video about SEO mistakes? If you don't, here it is. Well, it's very important to structure your H2 and H3 tags because that can make a huge difference and it doesn't take a lot of time.
And now, fifth and maybe even most important, flexibility.
We'll always need to adjust our content marketing strategy. That's why doing audits periodically can really help us identify successes and assess all those projects that didn't come out of the oven as we hoped for. I suggest you do that at least once a year. Watch your competitors and keep an eye on your industry trends and topics. In fact, if your industry changes really fast, you may need to do the audit more than once a year. Some brands may even need to do this on a monthly basis. Just look what is best for you and for the industry you work in.
So that's the end of our cooking show with Mama Chiara, SEMrush Chef Marketing Officer. And please, if you like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the like button and activate the notification bell that you never miss all the content will be posted. Oh, and if I forgot any secret ingredient that you put into your content marketing recipe, please write them in the comments below. I'm waiting to read them. Buon appetito!